Hey, what's up, everybody? It's your boy, BULLBOYKENNELS. Today we got a little video here for you. Some more second sight pickups. Actually, I got a whole bunch of them that are just all lined up. Some older ones, some newer ones, kind of here and there. But anyways, let's go ahead and get into the one for today. And this is none other than Cold Prey Trilogy. So pretty cool little set there. Now this is on Blu-ray, so I did have to rip these, of course. Since they're Region B, and they don't play on my player. But anyways, here is the back side of the box art itself, and then of course the front that we have. And in good typical fashion of, second sight, do have a few items here. So let's just go ahead and get into that. Guess we'll start off with the book. Not sure what the book is. Definitely has a lot of pictures. So have a little book here, pretty nice. And then there's the back side. Now I did watch the first movie. I still gotta watch the other two because these films are new to me. I want to say this was a Norwegian film, if I'm not mistaken. I know I had to put the subtitles on because I don't speak their language. So here's some more images from the inside. But this was it was a cool movie though. I know that at least the first movie was I would say kind of low budget, but it was still good nonetheless. Most of it was at a like a old hotel. So I know basically with the first movie, because like I said, that's the one that I did get to watch. You have a bunch of friends getting together. They're going, doing a whole little thing out in the snow. One of the guys ends up breaking his leg. So, they have to, go find somewhere to take him to try to get some help. So they come across this house. It really isn't a house, it's a hotel. So they're there kind of like, just chilling, partying somewhat, hanging out, doing what people do, of course. Now, eventually, they, end up coming across where some of their peoples are getting killed. So there's this one dude, that's basically just killing them all up. He's like masked up, with, I guess, winter type clothing. So, they're kind of almost like if they were out in the Arctic. Not sure if that's where they're at, but I know it was in a snowy area, and it was just all snow. But yeah, he's basically just trying to kill them all, and the folks are trying to escape. Now the one girl, who's pretty much the main character of the movie, she kind of like does her thing. So she ends up trying to fight the guy. This is more towards the end of the film, but she's also trying to help her friends at the same time. So they're all, trying to escape. One of them thinks he's doing good by escaping, but really he was just escaping more out of fear than anything. So he ended up coming to his own demise because of that. But other than that, I'll leave the plot there for you so you can kind of watch the movie for yourself. I don't want to spoil it. But it was a cool movie, though. I did enjoy this movie. So definitely a cool movie. Now, it does come with some art cards, of course, as they always do. So we do have some art cards. Let's see what else they have up in here. Yeah. It's really nice color. It's that bluish gray. It's really, really nice. Love that coloring. Beautiful coloring. But yeah, it's really, really nice. And then of course, we have the the films themselves. So it is a three disc set. Go ahead and give you the little look-see there of how that looks for the artwork itself. Pretty cool if you ask me. Inside's just blue with the discs, but nonetheless, still really cool. You know, and like I said, I did watch the first movie, so gonna go ahead and get into the other two this week. You know, see how those are. You know, hopefully they're good. It was definitely an intriguing movie. I wouldn't say a great movie, but it was definitely intriguing, worth the watch for sure. So if you know part 2 and part 3 is anything like part 1, then I'll definitely enjoy that. But yeah, that was the trilogy set from Second Sight. Definitely a nice addition there. I know there was, and I kind of mentioned this in a post before with someone else. Actually with Frank's media review. I know he was asking me a question on, not a question, I want to say he made a statement about something, about, you know, a lot of Second Sight pickups. Yeah, definitely, because, you know, I figured, you know, let me just get the ones I didn't have. Of course, you know, pre-order the ones that were just coming out, because there were quite a few that, that I missed out on. So, you know, kind of had to go the third-party route for that one. Not a real great thing to do, but you know, if you miss out on them if you don't order them and they sell out, it's kind of the route you got to end up going. So, but I figured, you know, let me just pre-order these while they're available, and then that way I can at least have it. Whether I like the movie or not, you know, that's another thing. But this is one I've never seen, so definitely wanted to get it, see what it was like, and like I said, I did enjoy the first part. So definitely looking forward to part 2 and 3. But do keep in mind, this is Region B. So if you don't have a region free player, you're not going to be able to watch it unless you rip your movies like I end up doing. So that way I just put it on my server and it doesn't matter what region it's on. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed that little video there. Other than that, have some more for you in the future. And, you know, if you have any comments, any questions, leave it in the comment section. I'll definitely, you know, give it a peep for sure. Other than that, hey, it's been your boy BULLBOYKENNELS, and as always, keep on scratching. Peace. We up out of here for a little cold prey.